Hey, Mike, give me some music I can vibe to, homie. Oh yeah, that's that dope shit. And while he does that, let me take a minute and introduce you to the dopest NFT in the metaverse, the DopeHeads. We have a motley crew here, from weekend warriors to everyday users, even habitual line steppers. From polished professionals who can polish off a pile of that finest Peruvian snowflake, or come see the rich and famous get low down and dirty. Come join us on an adventure only a few will get to see, and far less will get the full effect. But yet, some are young, ambitious entrepreneurs trying to find the next come up, while others are just stuck in their everyday magical theme park. All here for one reason, the sensibility and sense of community, all while burning incense and everyone enjoys full immunity. What am I saying? No one really knows what I'm saying, but I'm your provocateur, and this is provocative. Come, take a ride, and enjoy this fantastic voyage as we dig deep into the DopeHead metaverse. Man, I'm high as fuck. Now bring back that motherfucking track. Oh yeah, homeboy.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Toe Down. Welcome to another DopeHead Twitter Spaces. Please forgive me if we have a couple technical glitches. I'm recording live for YouTube. I'm also recording live for the Discord. So if you see us in the AMA, you can catch us there. We're everywhere. We're like Visa. We're everywhere you want to be. So do me a favor, fellas. Take this time right now. Send out those last-minute tweets, and we'll get rocking and rolling. I'm going to go ahead and blast out on Instagram. So I'll be right back. But take this time to go ahead and send out those tweets. Let everybody know where you're at. And I'll be right back in 2 and 2. All right, we're back live. Twitter Spaces, DopeHead, Discord, YouTube. You know where it's at. Yo, this is your favorite DopeHead podcast. I'm your host, Toe Down. And right now we're getting busy with the DopeHeads. So the new format, you know, after doing a whole bunch of podcast studying, I was like, yo, we've been doing this shit for a long time. We just haven't been putting it out there. So it's about time we get our shit straight and go ahead and start putting it out there like we're supposed to. So appreciate you guys for stopping by first and foremost. Tune in, turn up. I should say tune in and fired up. It's going down today. So a lot of stuff to get into. We're going to be talking about, obviously, the DopeHeads. Also, we got some products we're going to be reviewing for you guys. So if you're a DopeHead and you're looking for some dope products, we got some stuff coming up for you. And then we're going to have an open freestyle session where if you want to bust some flows, we can do that too. But freestyle in the sense of talking about what today's trending topics are. So it's going to be a blast. So tune in, turn up. It's going down. So trending topics today. Let's get right into it. So there's this big thing going on right now with Takeoff's murder investigation. A lot of people are disappointed in the way things got handled here in Houston. They were supposed to be under security, and somehow security got broken down, and Takeoff got shot. You know, if you hire security or you have security around you, the security is supposed to be looking at your best interest. And one thing that, you know, I've never been a huge celebrity, but I've dealt with security a couple times. And the one thing like good security companies are first and foremost, they're not your homeboys. Finding people that aren't your homeboys is the best ever, because those guys that are your homeboys usually are on some fuck shit. And I don't mean like, you know, crazy, like conspiracy theory, like set up Takeoff type fuck shit. But when you hire somebody that doesn't know you, they tend to protect you a different way than, let's say, your homeboy that's been your best friend for the last 15 years, you know? They might see a different situation. They might see the situation different. Back to what I was saying about security, like, so somebody you hire is going to be different from somebody that you hang out with, just for the simple fact of they might address certain situations differently. They might assess a threat differently, where a guy might be mean mugging or something, and they'll be like, yo, we got to get the fuck up out of here. Where, like, your homeboy will be like, man, come on, man, that's just Tom, or they, man, that's just, you know, Showtime, or, you know, whatever the fuck, right? And just play it off. But what really makes it bad for the Houston scene is that, you know, we're in this culture now where, you know, wherever you go, you got to check in. You know, if you're you know, an artist, and even though we're not talking about gangs and all this other stuff, but checking in is just a sign of respect that, hey, listen, I'm in your city, I'm gonna be moving about, I want to, you know, talk to you. Now, usually when you check in with somebody, you're usually doing some type of, I don't want to say illegal activity, but some type of nefarious shit, right? Because if I'm moving big weight, and I'm just doing hypotheticals, if I'm moving big weight and I'm checking into your city, I'm letting you know, hey, listen, I'm going to be in your city with some weight, Hey, listen, I'm checking in with you. See if you need something. Also, hey, listen, I'm going to be in your city. Make sure you look out, right? Hey, don't fuck with so-and-so. That dude just got caught up. Hey, don't fuck with so-and-so. That dude doesn't pay. Hey, go over here, fuck with my homeboys. He's looking for some. That's where the checking in actually really started, because in Houston, even though we have gangs here in Houston, it's not prevalent like LA's known for its gang culture. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Rap-A-Lot has taken on the role of the ambassador of the city when it comes to celebrities checking in. I remember a long time ago, we tried to book a Lil Wayne show. And when I say we, I mean me and a couple of my friends who at the time had a whole bunch of, you know, disposable income. And I think Lil Wayne wanted like $150,000 for the show. And when we got ready to go book Lil Wayne for the show, all of a sudden, the same date, the same venue, everything was already taken. And it just so happened to be that Rap-A-Lot was going to put on the show. So, you know, it was one of those things like, okay, I see what's going on here. Let me back the fuck up. You know, I don't want to step on anybody's toes. You know, it is what it is. You know, here, y'all do the show. You know, we weren't tripping our, you know, like, oh, you guys stole our idea. You know, everybody has the idea about, hey, let's bring somebody famous in here to do a show and blah, blah, blah. So, you know, it wasn't anything that was like patented or anything like that, but it was, here we were going to be the first, it was like the first time Lil Wayne was going to be in Houston on like a big stage, and here we were trying to put it together, and then within a week or so of things going down, like, it got, you know, put to a screeching halt, like, yo, y'all aren't going to be able to do the show, Rap-A-Lot's doing a show, and they're doing it at this venue and on this date, and I was like, oh, okay. So here comes Quavo and Takeoff. They, you know, pop into the city. They are expecting some type of, you know, security, some type of, hey, I can be at ease here where I don't have to carry my gun. And what ends up happening is now there's a murder investigation. The same thing happened to Duke the Jeweler. And, you know, there's an old saying in prison, there's no coincidences. It's just not a coincidence that happened. It's just not a coincidence that when somebody comes to town that right after it, a dice game, somebody gets killed. You know, that happens a lot more in Houston than not, but it's just too soon, too similar, you know? Same people involved, similar situation, someone ends up dead. And I'll go back and I'll tell this story. I was dating this girl, and her father just so happened to be the last person to see her brother alive just so happened to see his best friend alive, was the last person to see his best friend alive, and just so happens to be the last person to see his wife alive. So he was the only person to see these people alive right before they passed away. Right? So, figure that out.
But people are saying that it might be like an accidental one, but Chinese sources are saying that they're trying to get payback. And like the U.S., there's like people that are in the military right now, actively, and they're just thinking that it's just like another faulty case. I haven't like caught up what it really is. I haven't like really, but like yeah, I was in it this morning, trying to see what happened on the news and shit, and yeah, but there's just a lot of shit. People are saying if it was intentional, then it would have went straight to Ukraine. But people are saying that Russia's missile system is sometimes old and it doesn't really go. Like, I don't get like how like their missile system should not be perfect, you know. If you're shooting a fucking missile, that shit's, you know, whatever. But yeah.
So
I think it could have been intentionally, and I don't even know. It's a bunch of crazy shit.
So a long time ago, there was this plane that was shot down over Ukraine, and people were like, it was shot down by a missile, right? And then they traced it back, and it ended up coming from Russia. So Russia, you know, them motherfuckers over there, they're on a whole nother level, right? But you gotta understand, Ukraine has really been handing it to them. Like, these guys are maybe, you know, a tenth of the size of the Russian army, and they're still fucking in the game. Like, they're fucking with them. Like, you're almost losing to these fucking Ukrainian guys. And you got superior artillery, superior military, superior everything. And these boys basically got drones and grenades and cups, and they're handling it to you. So this missile that's, you know, supposedly landed where it landed, I don't know if you know this, but if you shoot a missile in the air and you are slightly off by 1 degree, it could very well fuck with the flight pattern and everything. Like, over the weekend here, there was a air show in Dallas, and there was these two planes that collided, and you can see the videos that are on fucking Facebook and YouTube and Instagram, and the plane just like, it's like either you're blind or like what the, like this plane is like heading dead in on this other plane, and the big plane is just like cruising at like a low speed. But when that plane hit that other plane, everybody was fucked in that situation, you know? Just, you know, look at the videos. It's kind of real, you know, fucked up, but it is what it is, you know? But
yeah.
RIP to those people.
They about the missile, they said that we're in Poland, that like there's nothing really there. It's just like a big old flat terrain, and so that's where it kind of landed. And they're not sure about the two bodies, if that's just the internet or if that's just, you know, American news just stirring shit up. But yeah, but and they're also talking about the missile that shot. It was not meant to like make really like too much of a big impact, you know. It's like I don't even know, but they're talking about different missiles that were launched, and they said that missile like there's two different types of missiles, and I guess that was like not too much of a big guy.
Wow, that's some crazy, crazy shit. Dark, let me get you up here, player. Sorry about that. Go ahead, you have something to say?
But yeah, I just, you know, like, you know the thing, like they're saying that that this might be an accident thing, and like at least media or like government officials are not trying to like ask Putin, oh, it was like accidental, right? It was accidentally, right? You know, like it was just an accident. It's yeah. So I'm not sure. Like just need to come out and talk about it more. Yeah.
Well, you're never going to get the whole truth out of that situation. That's just a no-go Ghost Rider.
Also, Ukraine, I forgot, but yeah, Ukrainians, I think they responded in a way that, like, in media, because they're the first to respond, not Russia, but they're saying that they're going to take any, take any precautions that, are needed to take, until, like, further notice.
No,
So, usually that's not something, statement that they'll come out with. But, like in this situation, it is the only statement that you could really say,
right.
Like, we're just going to be on the fence and shit like that. So, yeah, I just hope, because, I just hate to see this shit, it's just awful. Like, innocent people are involved and it should not be that way. And it's always the innocent people who are just like, the kids and like that just are most affected by everything just because, of shit that we do, whether it's poverty, war, all kinds of shit.
Nah, you're right. Like, shit's fucked up these days. Like, motherfuckers really aren't vibing like they were. But that's just a sign of our times. Like, shit's changing. People's like, adapt or die. So, you just gotta, learn how to maneuver a little bit better, I guess. But sorry about that, guys. Well, at this point, I was going to let you know who our sponsor was, but I can't find the fucking email that had their product in it. So, our sponsorship this week is brought to you by Seals. They are the first portable vacuum sealer for your iPhone. Check out Seals whenever you get a moment. It's on Instagram. And it's pretty fucking cool. Basically, you have these cool little bags, and you can put whatever you want into them. And then you use your iPhone to actually vacuum seal the product. And so this is called Seals, S-E-A-L-Z with a Z, and they're our product sponsor for today. So we want to thank Seals and all that they've done in supporting our community. Where's my applause thing? Where'd my thing go? Oh, there it is. There you go. Getting all fly with sound effects shit. You know how we do. We're big time over here. So shout out to Seals for sponsoring the program. Also, this product is also sponsored by yours truly, the DopeHeads. If you don't have a DopeHead NFT, make sure you go mint one. Right now, we're doing a 50% rebate. If you mint a DopeHead, you will receive a instant 50% rebate. Just holla at your boy and we'll get it taken care of. We have a sweep the floor feature right now where if you pick up any product from OpenSea, we will give you a DopeHead NFT along with that. So make sure you check that out as well. All right, moving right along, guys. So right now is our freestyle section where we open up the floor to our community and talk about any topics that you guys would like to talk about. If you want to bust freestyle, that's also okay as well. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, let me ask you guys this question. Have y'all ever looked on Instagram and you look at the time and then all of a sudden 3 hours go by and you're like, fuck, I'm still on Instagram? How many times has that happened to you? Like the other day, it was like Saturday evening and this was late at night and it was like midnight and next thing you know, I'm fucking looking at my phone. I turn up my phone and I look down and it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, where in the fuck did the time go? Like, this is the most craziest shit ever. So, but that's just the way shit be, G. By the way, show, does mine echo like that over there as well? Oh, so it's picking up twice? All right, so let me ask you a question. If I do this, is it picking up twice now? All right, see, I needed to know that, man. Just working out some final kinks.
I just noticed it myself. That's why I turned mine down. I'm like, damn, I said.
Yeah. So, well, and this is what it's about. You know, it's about learning as you go. Like, we have all the tools we need to be successful, and if we don't use them, not only is God gonna be mad at us, but shit, Gangster Granny would be fucking pissed off. So she'd be like, "Yo, bitch, what the fuck are you doing?" But yeah, so also good news about the toys. I talked to Mike about that. We should be starting the pre-sales for the toys probably this weekend. He's finalizing some things about the toys as we speak. I know he's spending a lot of time doing some animation right now. And so he's basically had to learn how to animate in a new program. And I don't know if you ever had to learn a program, but the very first time that I learned my first program like Pro Tools or Logic, you think you know everything when you're first starting, but 3 months later, you want to go rework all your first material. It's just like, yo, that shit is weak. I want to redo all of that, you know? So there's a learning curve that when you learn a new program, by the time you really get good and efficient at it, you want to go back and redo everything that you redid, you know, in the beginning. I remember recording one of my first records, and the very first time I was in the studio, I went in there high, I went in there drunk, whatever the fuck, right? Did the recording, and no matter where I listened to it, I didn't like the way the shit sounded. And by the time I recorded my 9th or 10th record, I wanted to go back and re-record all the first 4 or 5 records over. Because I just knew how to deliver better, I knew how to enunciate, I knew how to, you know, work my cadence, and my A&R at the time fucking got super pissed because we basically spent like $3,000 or $4,000 doing those early sessions, and you know we wasted a lot of time. But unless we would have not done that, I'd have never figured out how to, you know, lay down a verse. You know, when you're a recording artist, there is an art form to the way you record. Most people don't understand that. It's like when you see a magician, you don't see all the artwork that goes into that magician's trick. The same thing happens with music. When you hear something that's, you know, smooth and it's vibing and it's clean and it's mixed well. But the truth of the matter is there's an art form to how you get to sound like that. Whether if you're doing ad-libs or you're doubling your vocals or whatever it may be, there's a certain artistry to recording. And that's why they're called recording artists. So keep that in mind for your next time. Other than that, guys, listen here. It's 5 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and shut it down a little bit early. Reason being is I want to get to the edit side of this. Hey, join the Twitter Spaces. Be eligible for an NFT giveaway. So I think I'm going to try to get No to try to help me out on that. And we can give away another DopeHead NFT for the next Twitter Spaces. And get some more people in here. I think that would draw some more people in here and make it a little bit more lively than just myself talking. But on that note, guys, I just want to say thank you for tuning in. We'll do some last minute shout outs or shills. If you got any shout outs or shills you want to give, step on up and let us know what you're thinking. No, I just invited you to speak, homeboy. All right, last minute shout outs or shills. Show, you got anything you want to say? Any shout outs or anything like that?
Shit, I'm building this spatial, man, and I'm building a whole fucking atmosphere. My main city is just gonna be where I'm gonna be doing like my comedy shows. I've already reached out to a bunch of comedy shows. If you watch the stream, I'll show you my sports complex that I already finished right now.
Love it.
I did this for my mom. Walking around in spatial, that shit is boring. Now that I know that you can put videos in 3D animation, I had a lady ask me to build something Negro Baseball League. She was like, can you just build an animation for me? And then I found out about space. So I'm like, no, I'm going to build my own fucking museum in here, G. And I got a museum. My first exhibit is these two brothers that nobody know of that was the first actual people to get into the major leagues in 1884. Moses Fleetwood Walker and his brother. So, and it's in motion. I got a picture to a catcher and a batter standing there, and it's in motion, actually moving. I got shit in there moving around, some people dancing in my club. Yeah, I got some shit cooking, man. And, especially for the people that own my project, man. Me and my daughters, man. I'm just trying to build, man. Have fun with this shit.
Good fucking shit. Good shit. No, you got something you want to shout out or shill?
Shit, man. Nah, man. Not really. Just, thank you, for showing up, man. We're just, we're all over here just building this shit together. So, just happy. I'm just, happy that, everybody just on the same page and shit,
I'm so happy.
Exactly, man.
Good shit. Good shit. Good shit. All right, Dark, you got anything you want to shout out, shill?
Just excited to see what we take it from here. Sky's the limit.
Awesome. Well, listen, y'all already know who it is. It's your boy Toe Down, a.k.a. Dopehead Kingpin, a.k.a. Captain Kirk. And I'm just going to say Kirk out. Make sure you tune in Thursday, same bad time, same bad channel. Actually, tune in tomorrow. We might be doing a special Wednesday edition. I'm trying to figure out what days are better. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday type shit. So pay attention. It might pop up soon. But other than that, I just want to say Kirk out. I love you guys. And I'll see you when I see you.